Hi, I'm Robert Phoenix, and over the last 8 years, I've been working with thousands of clients. And over that time, I've been perfecting the art and science of astrology. Many of these people have asked me, Robert, when are you going to put something together? When can we get some tools so that we can essentially do what you do? Well, the good news is that it's here now. It's called the 11th House Academy. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk right in through the front door and be a beginner if that's where you're starting. And by the end, you'll be an astrological guru. Now, there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to cover here, but here's the format. There's a lecture format and there's a lab format. So you're going to see me talking about aspects, and we're going to be dropping in some graphics, but there's also where I'm doing screen captures. You're watching how I'm breaking down charts. So you're getting essentially two forms of teaching through this course. We'll go over houses, we'll go over planets, we'll go over signs, elements, aspects, major, minor, the astrology of relationships, the relocated chart, the solar return, all the things that you need to use on a day-to-day basis with astrology for your own life, the lives of others, and the world at large. Now check this out. Not only do you get the course, but every month I'm going to have an exclusive 2-hour webinar where the students who purchase this course will all meet together online and we'll discuss astrology, we'll get into what's happening with the stars, we'll look at current events. This is going to be a really interesting 11th house kind of experience where we can actually grow a little bit of a community here. So you're not alone with this experience. It's going to be great. You get the lab work, you get the lectures, you get the 2-hour webinar, the group experience, and here's what it's going to look like. What about the second house? What if we put the true node down there in the second house, south node in the 8th house? The true node in the second house indicates that you have to work for your resources. You're here to put your shoulder in the ground and you're here to basically break a sweat, because that's the nature of the second house. That's Taurus, it's value, it's money, that's resources. You know, people at Mercury-Jupiter conjunctions tend to be, for the most part, pretty good communicators, but communication is important. It's expanded, and Mars offers a sense of vitality and force. But for Nixon, he was really his best. In our life, we are theoretically here to find something inside of ourselves and really connect with purpose, right? But that purpose shouldn't be apart from things that we love, things that we enjoy, things that we're passionate about. In a perfect world, we can take our passion, we can take our love, we can take that thing that turns us on, and we can turn it into something that's more meaningful. And I'm going to show you how that happens when we get to the 6th house. It's a very important phase of the evolution of the houses, and one that I think that we've really lost touch with. It's in the 12th house and the 8th house, which means it's hidden. It's in these the area of like deep water. So Steve Jobs was roiling beneath the surface. He was roiling and intense. And the only way it comes out is through the Mars square to Jupiter, Uranus, pushing people to do more and expand their vision, expand their relationship with Uranus and technology, squaring Venus to push people more, and then the opposition to Neptune where that intensity will get drained periodically by betrayal, by corporate backstabbing, people stealing ideas, whatever they are. So the only way that this Mars energy comes out, and this is an important thing to understand, because when you're dealing with the 8th house and you're dealing with the 12th house, you're dealing with hidden houses, water, deep water. Where is it coming out? Well, it can come out from Pluto to Neptune, but guess what? That's transpersonal. There are times where it will feel very heavy. When Saturn is crossing over Mercury and making a conjunction with Mercury, your thoughts tend to get heavy. They tend to get serious. You reflect back on how you've used your mind, how you've expressed yourself. And because there's a reset going on with Saturn on top of your Mercury, the only work that you can be engaged in with your mind is heavy work, is work that's related and associated with the transit of Saturn. Nothing superficial. She also has Leo up here on the midheaven, which is the world stage. And of course, we know that she loves to perform. She's very into performing. She's on all the time. And she's also known for her hair, right? Katy Perry has numerous hairstyles. but there's also a naivete in some ways that comes with Leo on the midheaven. But the moon at that point becomes not just a balsamic influence in the chart, but it also becomes this emotional generator, this planet that is very central to the core of your ability to nurture and to grow and to bond, to connect generally with women, whether you're a man or a woman, and how the mother plays a very significant role in the lifetime of the individual with the guiding or leading planet of the moon. What about, say, Mars? Well, Mars as a guiding or leading planet is going to make you aggressive. It's going to give you a sense of purpose. It's going to give you a sense of energy, yang, will. So it's almost like having Sun conjunct Mars in some ways, but this is going to be the influence for you over the course of a lifetime. That Mars-like energy is going to be very, very vital, very important. So the challenge with the basket bucket, it's not these planets per se, but it's the unaspected or the open houses that are beneath the basket/bucket, which will have to be occupied at some point in time. Or I've got a T-square. We'll get into the complexity of the charts and T-squares and grand trines and all of that. But right now, what I really want to talk about is I want to talk about the 90-degree angle known as the square. It is the foundation of this planet, the square. So what I want you to, the minor aspects, the ones that I'm most interested in as an astrologer are the inconjunct, the quintile, and the biquintile. And when we get to them, you'll understand why.